He's not going to swap off it. It is going to be the Yasuo coming on in.
So it's probably, I don't even want to moot who's going bot lane. It
Very
could
competitive over here. Someone going for a gank. He's got the red buff. Going to be pulled in. The Searing Charge comes out here, but going to be tagged by the red. Going to be looking for that flash, and they're trying to bait it out here. There it is, but the flash cocoon should be enough. There it is, finally, the repel. First blood going to be given over, but here's the kill. And now the flash on in here onto Rather. There's going to be the knockup from Lava. That should be another kill onto Rather. Just being a little bit too far up the lane. Gets punished for it. So he doesn't have to guess on the tornado. And then once he gets the flash out, he instantly throws out the tornado, engages. But we got another one down in the bot lane. It looks like Songyun gets engaged upon here. And now they're going for Key. 3 members going to take on that and go on in. And that's going to do it. The Ignites will finish him off too, but the TP, they're trying to re-engage here. Linderong running into 3. Here comes Sungwon. Gonna grab on in Tarzan. He doesn't have that hook shot. There's gonna be one. Can they get onto the head? Should be 2. Not gonna dive onto the turret though, but another double kill here. This time going over
whatever gold he has in the early game, the equivalent of Sorcerer's Shoes and an Aether Wisp is what, a BF sword and boots, maybe Zerkers. You look at Ornn, you're like, well, I can't kill him. I can't really. Darius going for early power. Tarzan's still on the Camille.
Willing to fight this into Songwan. He's got Lehens right near him, but Linderong, once again, coming from behind. Should be a dead Elise. They do get him. Lava now on the run, but here comes big, scary Darius. And he's coming in too. The knockup with the apprehend. Does miss that ultimate, actually. The Ornn knockup now coming on in. Viper from the left side. They're looking to turn it around. That Darius, though, is going nuts. He's got a double kill. Can he pull this off? He's going to get that lifesteal and one more ultimate, but not enough, and he does go down. Sword surviving. Key, also with the sliver of health, does run away. Good at that. Kingzone was good at that in the LCK, right? They would usually get ahead and then turn up the heat and really get aggressive, but really teams that loved to just play at their own pace.
Rift Herald on patch 8.11.
Super good. They're going to engage, though, onto this one member here. I can't really see who it is. I think it's Lulu. Down he does go. Rather will, but they're going to engage on the back here. Lehens getting super low, and Yasuo's getting out of control. Linderong going to be enough to finish that one off.
It's reset Darius and Yasuo. They cannot win extended fights. If Lulu goes down first, Hanwha just walks in. You see a Hemoplague, you see resets, everyone dies. The apprehends have been off the chain in this series.
Through the blind part of the jungle. It's a big mistake. They're going to give up the Rift Heralds, and that's going to give this early and mid-game over to Hanwha Life.
And we get to zoom out real time and see where all of the atrocities of this game have happened. You can see it's been all over the place when it comes to kills. We're focusing on Darius for these moments. It started in the bot lane, but lane assignments are so instantly. The turret explodes because Rift Herald does obscene damage. I'm not even worried about going for a second. Griffin can't really mirror how strong Hanwha is right now.
They're going to get the knockup on the Rather, and we'll see if he can get him. But the Fiddle ultimate and all that damage from the side of Hanwha Life is enough to take out that Lulu. Steal here for Hanwha.
That's his only ultimate at the end of the day, right? In terms of how it played out, it is results-oriented. Did look a bit silly, but gets out of it. Ends up being the result.
Yeah. I mean, League of Legends itself and MOBAs themselves as a genre. Well, they're going to go for it, actually. The wind wall is down on the Baron, and so the Fiddle ultimate comes in, trying to zone. Can they actually get the smite here? It's early, but finally it's picked up by Lava. But can they actually get in? Viper trying to do damage on the outside, and Sword just going to be chopped down here by Linderong. And look at that damage coming out. That's going to be the double kill going over to the Elise. And that will be the Baron and 2 kills to Hanwha.
Doesn't matter how many range champions there are. Goodbye, turret.
I mean, these turrets are going to melt. They're so far ahead. They have less health now. The inhibitor's going to go down. They have a push going up in the top lane. That banner from Griffin.
He's going to be dying to any of that Viper damage, and he's the real only damage dealer on their side. Darius, most damage in the game easily, over 10,000, and they're just looking for the close.
They're just going to push in. I mean, they have a massive wave. You might as well. The Rise not able to get close enough to clear that one up. The Fiddle ultimate just for zoning at this point. They will get a knockup onto the Rise, and he disappears. Viper not going to do anything in this one, but the Yasuo does go down. Finally, they have a Lulu. Will it be enough, though? It looks like no. Griffin is just way too far behind. From half health, he disappears. Not going to give another kill over to Linderong, even though he's looking for it. The apprehend misses, and game 1 goes to Hanwha Life Esports.
Darius on the winning here. If they want to get some power, they do go for some power in bot lane. Is it going to be, once again, the Rise? Because, of course, it was Rise the Nocturne. This ended up being the MLXG choice, and pretty common is level 2 ganks, even on Trundle, are possible.
They can at least force a flash. And look at the Soraka. She's so aggressive here. How are you going to get out of this one?
She's not.
Waiting for the flash. They don't even need the pillar, but the pillar comes down anyway first.
They got lane control in mid lane. Happy times. This will be a Drake take. Early smite is just fine for the side of Humble Life Esports.
Even backing early is the bottom lane of Vlad and Janna, because they did not even need to be there to help. So he just has to eat the damage. Kind of unfortunate, but that's the way this lane works. And you can see what's happening to Janna too in the turret. They're pushing so hard. Oh, what?
Oh my God!
He hits level 6 and says, "Hello, I'm Vladimir."
He's been practicing and doing some off-rolling, just feeling pretty good about the Vlad.
That he is. Chovy moves forward. There's the ultimate, but here's Nocturne. Chovy gets low, but there's the knockup, and Chovy will be able to pick up the kill. In the end, will just be a 1-for-1. The junglers just gonna back off. No more farming up, no more poking.
No
it's
more
about
Tarzan.
the engage and no more Tarzan. Well, Stand United, and here's Lehens. We spoke a little bit too early. Sungwon now trying to dodge him out and trade against Tarzan. Not gonna be enough though. 1v3, Key let him die. And that's all you got.
A few times in this cast. Bot side though, first Infernal, Humble Life took very early, 3.5 minutes into the game it was first started. Tarzan able to answer that one, so no lead.
Herald it is, and Sword threatening from the top side, trying to burst it down, and the smite is going to go over. Tarzan a little bit late. Lance getting low.
Team of Play's huge!
Team of Play is huge, and down goes Sungwon. But they're going to pull it back here as 2 members, 3 going to go down from the side of Griffin. Sword able to get out here, but not for long. Looks like they're going to try to go for Viper instead. Much damage on this mid turret, but still.
There was nothing. It was full health, and now it's dead.
I mean, you get 3 kills. Looks like they're not going to push in for too much.
A couple of throws against KT, I remember, that are maybe
a
point away from that, but apart from that, they were able to.
They rotate from the mid lane. They got the push going in the bottom side, and what is Sword going to do all by himself? There are 2 people in the top line desperately trying to take down an outer turret here that got saved one time by the GP ultimate. Hanwha Life, they're running away with this one.
And you do wonder if the Nocturne bans we saw in the first series were actually aimed at jungle, because to both games, mid lane turret, the Rift Herald did a number on earlier, will go down. The gold lead is not hand before they take a heavy hand. I think you can do a hatchet job, but even something small like taking over 0.1, take off the buff in the ratio for AP damage to turrets would at least hurt the Vladimir a little bit when it comes to closing out games. Getting that zoom out here and seeing where a lot of the damage has happened. We saw the team fights around.
I don't know, I guess he's doing his job once again. He got the early gank and that was it.
Trundle not necessarily some
patch, but still working with that aggression. Gonna push in the top outer turret. That's definitely not meaningless. Forces the flash out of Lehens early. And that's fantastic for the next
turret won't go down, but spoilers, it will.
Another barrel eaten by the Soraka. Very unfortunate there. Looking to eat another one. And okay, here comes Nocturne. They're finally going to try to go in the knockup, but do they have enough damage? The healing out of Lehens. They are able to actually win this fight, and now Hanwha Life Esports is on the run. Very low members right now of Hanwha Life, and Griffin with the flash, able to pick off Linderong for now. Does go to the stopwatch. This might just be an ace. Down they do all go. And Hanwha Life Esports bite off way more than they can chew as they all go down.
Sick wombo combo coming through from Griffin. They were known as a late game team fighting team in Challenger. They
for you guys, and that will mean the Baron on top of all the kills that they did get, and all of a sudden this team gets a lot stronger. That Rise has more time to scale. The
last fight, a lot of passengers. They sat in damage from GP, but because the fight wasn't fought on Vladimir.
Well done from the Trundle. They're going to engage now. Good people playing onto that front line, but Vladimir disappears. They don't have enough damage to knock them out, and everybody from Griffin survives. Key getting extremely low in the back line, and Lava all alone. Can he do it alone, though? Picks off one.
Irelia
trying to get onto Lehens, but it's not going to be enough. He gets silenced up. And another one team fight here for Griffin.
Suddenly it gets tricky.
It really does, and okay, this time it's Griffin engaging, trying to get onto Key, and he disappears. It's enough damage to take him out, and the big knockup backup from Toby is gonna do it. Soraka keeps everybody alive, and Griffin, they are running away with this one now. Linderong too, gonna get caught up, a double kill to Viper. Nobody can ever kill this Rise that is now.
It was already cast. That doesn't work, Tarzan. I caught that one.
Oh boy, and now Trundle gonna get caught here. They're gonna just dive onto that back line again, and Tarzan is gonna go down though.
Viper's the back line.
Okay, Jana does though as well. Viper getting in there, and down will go the Trundle. And Lava trying to do that damage. Here's Linderong though. Can he get a couple of crit barrels? They're gonna take out Viper finally. A very, very close fight. Songyu just barely surviving, but it looks like Toby is gonna be able to clean up and finally coming back. Was the rest of them, and down does go Lava after that GA. A triple kill for Chovy, showing up big in his first game.
Welcome to the LCK. Chovy comes in for Radha after his performance on the Lulu in game number 1 and beats this game on the Yasuo. I thought he might never get the introduction, but there is the face of the man who turned this game. And Griffin might just win it on this push. They're going to certainly get an inhibitor. They can back off to Baron. Death timers without a minion wave. All right, game will not end just yet. Getting too hyphy with some of these fights. 35 minutes, a lot longer than the recent games we've seen. But now Griffin heading to respawns. No way to get the Linderong's teleport. Would have been useless and isn't up anyway. Will be Baron to the side of Griffin. Big cheers from the Griffin crowd who have Viper. If you're going to dive the backline, plays this immaculately. Does dive through it, but actually goes with a pincer play on Rise. And to me, out of lane team fight.
In his first LCK game, he doesn't seem to care. Sword though, he's going to be caught here. Let's see if they can burst him down. The Soraka heals and the taunt away. Can they even kill him? The Soraka ultimate, the wish comes in, but finally they kill the Shen.
And Lehens needs to run.
And Lehens is running.
Meanwhile,
look at the base. Okay, that's just going to be the end. Nobody can go back in time. Down it does go. Game number 2 goes over to Griffin. Last-ditch effort from Hanwha Life. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a series.
I would say for Hanwha Life Esports, sounds weird to say when it's no ranged AD carry against a team with a ranged AD carry.
Yeah.
But Mundo actually eats Ezreal for breakfast if he can. You're giving up 2v2, so that's why they lose out on that. Now we're seeing an attempt.
He was about to recall, but it's not enough. The stun coming in onto Lehens. He does flash away, and that's going to be enough damage there. Nice apprehend onto Tarzan, forces the flash.
Linderong is exposed. Let's see if he gets hit. Okay, does get hit.
Oh,
this is going to be... This will be bad.
See you later, Linderong. Not much you can do. Nice little sleepy trouble bubble there out of Chovy once again. Very clean. But again, the positioning from Linderong not so great. But at the end of the day, they will get the Infernal Drink. So 1 kill over just a moment's notice, 1 patch. I mean, you have over 100 champions. You're gonna, a couple of changes here and there. The meta is gonna totally change, and that's what happens. Top turret, also a thing that happens.
Bot lane turret, they were able to have Kennen and Ezreal in the mid lane. Ezreal can roam for wards and actually get picks very easily, but it's going to be already.
Yeah, they're trying to go in here on the Lava, who's level 11. Viper and Lehens now desperately trying to get out of here. Here's Nocturne onto that Trundle, but the Kennen ultimate gonna stun him down, and Viper, or rather Tarzan, is gonna go down. Viper himself as well.
Into Mundo.
Here's Mundo though in the front line. He doesn't die. He's just kiting them forever too. He's running at everybody just like you said. Takes out 2 members. Linderong's still a problem though. Can they take him out? Yes, they can, especially with Toby.
He rained down the consistent damage in that fight.
Yeah, Toby, he had a fantastic game number 2 once his Yasuo as well, and as Zoe leaning this way. Darius going to be in a lot of trouble. Not much that he can do. Maybe he can pull off the miracle onto Nocturne. The answer is no. They're going to get the shutdown there onto Linderong.
Point there, but the 1-3-1 is also in the comp as well. No one can handle the Mundo's top lane.
He gets binded up here to see Ezreal really struggling, but he survives in the end. That health potion ticking. And might just be the biggest bait of all, but he hops in after his ult runs out, and it's not going to be enough. The Ezreal ult goes wide onto Viper. Yeah, and, unfortunately, Linderong helped him get through the lane as well. A couple of mistakes, and all of a sudden, our Dr. Mundo is...
happened with how he went for the draft. This is an unexpected variable from how the game was supposed to go.
Extra item. Well, they get a sleep here onto the Trundle. And Lehens is getting jumped on. Here's Lava.
Here's Mundo too.
Yeah, 2 TPs. Gonna get on top of Sungwon, and the ultimate's gonna come down here. Key in the front, trying to stun everybody down. Perfect. Sonya's right at the last second. Does have to flash away though. They have enough damage to finally take out Viper, but down goes the Darius, and here comes Mr. Mundo. Coming on in. And a nice little snipe there onto Lava by the Nocturne. Sword is going to get low enough, but Chovy in the front line may be able to do enough damage. There is that exhaust, and he takes them out. So many low members on the side of Griffin, but they win the fight.
They win.
It's really mechanically skilled, super clean in these fights.
He almost died to Baron there, and that would have been a funny thing. That would have been the cost of
That
curses.
would have been perfect.
Well,
Zoe here, Chovy, 5-0-5. Working on his 4th item right now. Most damage in that fight actually goes to Song as this game goes longer.
So having that struggle to get any value at Linderong did some damage. We're not
Coming on in here, they're looking for that tier 2 in the top lane. No inhibitor turrets taken out just yet, and only a minute left.
or so on the minion wave after this one goes down. Chovy.
Oh,
okay.
hello. The sleep's going to come in. They're diving bottom lane here. Linderong in a lot of trouble. And actually, the Trundle does die. Useless as ever, and Linderong getting low too. Viper going to be able to do that damage. Sword coming in for the alley-oop. Does pick up the kill. And that should do it. 2 kills on the side of Hanwha Life. They do go down, and Griffin going to take every inhibitor and look to end this game.
A series of 2 halves for sure. Griffin will win the game. He'd have to think unless Lava can pull off something amazing.
They're beginning to do incredible damage. Lava going all alone here. Songyun doing his best in the back line, but they are just too far behind at this point. Just about 18,000 damage, and Griffin, coming into their first series, are going to be able to win it here up against Hanwha Life, a fantastic team, but not good enough tonight. Griffin take the 2-1 victory.
Griffin